Dear friends, welcome to Attari Classes. Your friend Maksud Shekha is back today with a new branded course VMware vSphere plus vSAN. As most of the students who have completed the VMware vSphere training at Attari Classes might be aware that vSphere is a technology used to virtualize the servers. And vSAN is the technology which is nowadays much into demand, which will modernize the storage. So remember, in short, vSphere is for server virtualization and vSAN is for storage virtualization. Whenever you are going ahead with the VMware vSphere plus vSAN course at Attari Classes, the benefit is that though you want to upgrade to vSAN, but I have included all the topic wise live recorded lectures in the LMS portal related to vSphere so that you can revise vSphere skills plus you can learn vSAN. Now, whenever you are planning to learn vSAN, upgrade yourself, my recommendation is that first try to revise VMware vSphere related skills like ESXi, vCenter, virtual machine creation, networking, vMotion, storage vMotion, DRS, HAFT. You all have already gone through this. But in case if you are already working and you are already aware about these things in a proper fashion, then directly you can start with vSAN. Otherwise, before beginning with vSAN learning, I will recommend you to learn and revise using LMS the complete VMware vSphere topics so that learning vSAN becomes more simple and more interesting. Now, one question might come into your mind. Sir, I want to revise vSphere. I have done before few years. I have done before few months. I want to do the revision, but I want to do the live practicals also. Don't take tension. In my live recorded lectures in LMS, you will get step-by-step guidance how to create account, how to access the cloud labs, which are available 24 by 7. Multiple times you can do, and you don't pay anything for that. So no need to have any physical hardware investment, nothing. You can use cloud-based lab, do the live configuration, do the troubleshooting without paying any additional charge. Once your vSphere concepts are good, I will recommend everybody to add a demanding skill into your resume that is known as vSAN. vSphere is nothing but for server virtualization, and vSAN is nothing but which virtualizes the storage. vSAN combines the local hard disks which are their local SSDs, high speed SSDs which are available inside ESX server, that will be combined into a shared data store that is known as vSAN. So what vSAN is actually doing, it is virtualizing storage. So vSphere server virtualization, when you have the knowledge of vSAN, you can say that you can combine storage and server virtualization both into one. When you are having the knowledge of vSphere plus vSAN, the benefit is that you are able to manage the company complete IT infrastructure, which includes virtual servers plus virtual storage. Now, when you are doing the learning vSAN topic wise live recorded lectures are available in LMS. Again, the question comes, sir, what about labs? Don't worry, you will be able to perform the practicals live. You can do the real troubleshooting. Everything I have guided in the lectures, how to create account and how to access 24 by 7 cloud labs, everything you will be able to do. With vSAN also, you have the complete lab access, not to worry. Now, let's go ahead and understand why vSAN came into picture. Very important. In traditional environment, those people who are working on vSphere, they have completed the course. You are aware that we used to have multiple ESX server. And all ESX servers are connected to the SAN switches or high speed Ethernet switches, so that depending upon fiber channel SAN or iSCSI SAN, your servers can access storage. So to access storage, you require a network, SAN switches or Ethernet switches, fiber channel switches or Ethernet switches, and those are connected to SAN so that your server via network can connect to SAN or NAS. This is the big problem where you require a storage network and a special storage device. When vSAN comes into picture, it resolves this problem. What vSAN does, vSAN is nothing but virtual SAN. It's a software-based SAN where local high-speed SSDs which are available inside ESX server are converted into a shared data store using the vSAN software. So my dear friend, vSAN will convert your local storage device into a shared data store. So you can do vMotion, high availability, fault tolerance. All the features of vSphere will work without purchasing any special additional storage. That is the reason. When you combine vSphere plus vSAN, it is known as hyperconverged infrastructure. What is hyperconverged? Hyper means large scale convergence. It means you were having earlier only CPU memory inside ESX host. You were having a virtual switch inside ESX host. Now you are having the storage also inside ESX host. You are not purchasing any additional storage. It means everything inside ESX server only, and it is managed through the vCenter server software, where vCenter server includes vSphere management plus vSAN management. And if you want more ESX host, you can add more host. If you add more host, your CPU capacity will increase, memory as well as your vSAN storage capacity will increase. So my dear friend, because you are combining CPU, memory, storage, network, software management, everything into one cluster, that's the reason such a type of infrastructure where you combine vSphere plus vSAN, such a type of infrastructure is known as hyper converged infrastructure. Now, in traditional world, whenever ESX server wants to access storage, you require a network layer. You require SAN switch or Ethernet switches, and that switches will be connected to the SAN so that server can access the LAN or server can access the NFS shells, SAN or NAS, depending upon that. But when vSAN comes into picture, hyper-converged infrastructure is there. It means that you have compute and memory, CPU and memory inside your ESX server. Plus your storage is also inside ESX server. You don't buy any special network device to connect to the SAN. You don't buy any SAN device, NAS device. Your local storage is converted into a vSAN shared data store. So dear friends, vSAN knowledge nowadays is one of the important knowledge because it is used everywhere. Today in almost most of the big companies are going with hyper converged infrastructure. It means server plus storage, everything inside one cluster itself, no need to buy external storage. Now, when you start learning vSAN, you will learn many things, but you will also be able to do the practicals I've guided in my lectures. How can you add a new host into a 3-node vSAN cluster and convert into a 4-node vSAN cluster? Can you do live without any downtime? Yes. Can you add a fifth host in future? Yes. Can you add more host in future? Yes. But due to some requirement, you want to do some maintenance activity on one host, a 4-node cluster can be reduced back to 3-node? Yes, that is also possible. Everything will happen over the fly without making your SAN down. When you learn vSAN, some important changes come, some new important terminologies come that you need to learn. Like in vSphere, whenever you create a virtual machine, every virtual machine has a .vmx file, configuration file, .vmdk file, virtual machine hard disk file, and many other files. But when you use vSAN, your files are classified into vSAN objects. What are the different types of vSAN object? Everything we will learn. And vSAN objects are further divided into smaller objects known as components. And components are actually kept on the high speed SSD storage inside ESX server. How all this happens, how to see the objects, how to check the components, everything is available. Your complete concepts will get clear when you go to the vSAN training. Complete information is shared in the tutorials video recorded lectures. Now, my dear friends, whenever you are using vSAN, vSAN is a virtual SAN. The knowledge of RAID is very important. What is RAID 1? What is RAID 5? What is RAID 6? Why? If one of your ESX server goes down, the failure tolerance is set to 1. It means one of the hosts goes down because data was mirror or another host. Will everything work fine? Will production environment face any downtime? No. How to set up this? We will do live practically. If you have multiple hosts, like 4 hosts, 4 ESX server, one of the hosts goes down, failure to tolerate 1, if one of the hosts goes down out of 4, will any data loss happen? No. But if you are having more ESX servers, you can configure RAID 6. So even if 2 hosts goes down, failure to tolerate will be increased to 2. Even if 2 hosts goes down, there will be no data loss. You will get a better, stronger protection. Now, how RAID 1, RAID 5, RAID 6 can be used? There is something known as in vSAN storage policies. And one of the beauties that in vSAN, storage is single, but virtual machine 1 is very critical. Can you configure RAID 1? Possible. Another virtual machine is production server, web server, analytics server. But you want to configure or you want to give a production RAID 5 because you don't want to do mirroring. In mirroring, double space will be taken and you will get the same production. Here, less space will be occupied in RAID 5, but you will get a same production. How this can be achieved? That is will be discussing. But if you have a virtual machine 3, you want to give RAID 1 or RAID 6 protection, can you give? Yes. All is possible. It means that storage will remain same, but every virtual machine level you can configure different types of RAID. This is one of the beauty of VMware vSAN. You can have every virtual machine using their own storage policies. Now we will do the live practicals also, that consider if one virtual machine was using RAID 1, can you change live to RAID 5 without any downtime? In future, can you change live to RAID 6 without downtime? Yes. We will do the live practicals. Everything is live. You will be able to do live hands-on practical. Now, if you want to put a vSAN node into maintenance, one of the hosts you want to put in maintenance, do you want to just put a maintenance for short maintenance, like you want to do patching or upgrade? Then you can go for this option. Ensure accessibility. Your data will be accessible, but host will be down temporarily. But if you want to do a long maintenance or you want to permanently remove the host from the vSAN cluster, you need to select this option, full data migration. And in emergency, you want to remove the host from the cluster without any data migration. Can you remove the host from a vSAN cluster? Yes. These all things we will discuss in our syllabus in detail, not to worry. Now, one of the best option for troubleshooting and diagnosis is AI assisted vSAN Skyline Health. vSAN Skyline Health is an artificial intelligence AI based tool developed by VMware, which will continuously monitor host, the disks of the host, data objects, vSAN objects, network, which hosts are within the network. If some host is isolated from the vSAN network, everything continuously checking is done by vSAN Skyline Health Service. If any problem is found, it will detect, it will diagnose and give you the solutions also. It will tell vSAN engineer, VMware admin, do this, do this, do this, take action. If you understand the solution, when you will understand the solution, when you have the knowledge about vSAN, if you feel that the solutions given by the AI assisted tools are perfect, you can apply, you can remediate, you can retest and check whether all the problems are resolved now. If all the problems are resolved now, it will show you the health score as 98, 99%. If there is a problem, the health score will go down to 40%, 50%. It means that Skyline Health we will be using in our vSAN course for complete troubleshooting, and it's because an AI power tool, it's a powerful AI tool which will help you to resolve all vSAN related issues. Now, in vSAN, there is one concept of fault domains. Consider you are having one virtual machine. And even if the complete rack goes down, it means ESX 4, 5, and 6, three hosts goes down. You don't want your virtual machine to go down. You want your virtual machine should data should be available somewhere here or somewhere here. Is this possible? Yes. Even if complete rack goes down, 3 ESX server goes down, your virtual machine will not have any problem related to storage. Can this be achieved via vSAN fault domain? Yes. That is the reason we will do the live practicals of vSAN fault domains also in this course. Another very good feature is that consider I am having one site in Mumbai, one data center, and another site I am having in Navi Mumbai. They are both sites are connected with high speed fiber links. Now multiple virtual machines are running on different ESX hosts, but all the virtual machine files are kept on the shared storage, that is vSAN. I want to give a surety to my customer that even if complete Mumbai site goes down due to some reason, my storage vSAN is continuously live replicated and data is available on secondary site. It means if complete Mumbai site goes down, can my virtual machines run from the secondary site? Yes, because the data is available on the vSAN storage and it is live replicated. And this we will not just theoretically learn, we will create two sites, make one site down and do the live practicals. Also I will guide you what is witness site and what is the role of witness in vSAN stretch cluster, that also we will discuss in detail. Now dear friends, another requirement for small companies or big companies is that a company is very big, they are having a 2 node vSAN stretch cluster also, but they are having small office, branch office, some edge location in remote location. Retail stores are available, like DMart is having so many retail stores, India Mart is having so many retail stores. Now they are having some servers running inside their store, inside their local branch. But if one of the ESX server goes down in that branch, the complete branch goes down because that application was running locally? No. VMware allows you to create a 2 node vSAN cluster where all your data, all your virtual machine will be data will be replicated among 2 ESX server. Whatever data is available on host 1, same data will be available on host 2. So even in your local branch, if one of the ESX server goes down due to power, CPU, board failure, your virtual machine will be able to run because they will get the data, same data in the vSAN, in 2 node vSAN cluster, complete replication can be done. This also live practically we are going to cover in our vSAN course. So, dear friend, just to summarize that, when you upgrade from vSphere to vSphere plus vSAN, as I told you, all the topic wise live recorded lectures plus vSphere labs you can access. Plus you can learn something new vSAN and you can do all the practicals of vSAN also. In vSAN, just to give you a summary, you will learn from the basics what is the architecture of vSAN, how vSAN clusters can be created, what are fault domains, what are storage policies, what are RAID and fault to tolerate options available, what is a stretch cluster, what is a 2 node cluster. We'll do the complete maintenance troubleshooting, how to put in maintenance mode whenever the trouble is reported by Skyline Health, how to troubleshoot. Everything you will be able to do complete hands-on using vSAN lab. So in this course, you can revise the vSphere topics, you can do the labs, you can learn vSAN and you can can do the complete revision and do the live labs and practicals. So hopefully everybody has understood what we are going to cover in this vSphere plus vSAN course. Thank you for listening to me. Take care. Bye bye.